Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set 30 base.
Here we go. Check it back.
Rock it.
Check three.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
5. Go.
2nd and 5. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Armstrong. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up.
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now, look at me. Go, go. Get it.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, Charlie. Three. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald, he's going to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Motion, motion, motion. I'm waiting. 53's the mark. 52.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, wahoo!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
36, 36. Check 99.
Go.
On first down, it's Armstrong. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rock it. Go.
Safety's creeping. Safe. Out.
Protein spill.
Switch.
Fight.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, nice 7. Go. Hey, lock it. Slam.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Recon, 152 fighter.
53. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Check 4. Hey, Sam off.
Watch the safety creep. Watch out.
Hard. Hey.
26.
Ready.
Throwing on first down, Fitzgerald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
60 Pittsburgh.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Fair. Go.
Check the cards.
Defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Squeeze. Go. Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Roll out. Rock it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, lady. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
53. Lady. Bravo.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Again, Darnold. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Delta. Hard. Hard.
Check 24. Yep. Tighten up.
Now.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming after you.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Switch it. There.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzgerald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second and 1. Complete to Dorsett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Young lady.
Darnold from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 31. Man, 80.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Open man is Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alpha. Go. Hey, lock it. Hey, stand off. Get it.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Check. Look at me. Zipper.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. Open man here is Foster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
There.
Check nickel.
Fire.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. Got an open man, it's Foster. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Fitzgerald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
53, check 53.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Check 50, lady.
Slant.
On first down, it's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Door.
Check. Lucky.
Look. Squeeze. Lead grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzgerald. He's going to fire. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about which.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
We go. 30 base.
Let's go.
Hey, I-7. Yep.
44 is mine. Check.
Two jet bombers. Gone. Two.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzgerald. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Switch. Switch.
You draw quarter.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Fitzgerald. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Damian Rattling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzgerald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Sam off.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Switch.
Hard.
Check. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
He's coming. Double up.
Back. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Check three.
Bam.
Jam.
Leo.
Watch the twist.
Look at me. Go.
Kill. Turn up.
Defense.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Any day.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the eye. Shift. Kill.
Look. Squeeze. Shoot.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Lacey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.